Time is well spent. Again, I'm thankful. We're going to bring up Brother Joseph Tete to talk about, microfinancing, because we have to look at ways to finance our building of Africa. So let's give him a round of applause.
Greetings. My name is Joseph C. Tete. I'm with AC Microfinancing. I have 25 years experience in banking, finance, insurance, and microfinance. In Ghana here, we have what we call this microfinance, which started some years back. And it's actually helping the low-income group, the traders, the taxi drivers, the tractor drivers, and those who do petty trading. In fact, I'm here to introduce this small type of business to you, because as our lady said, you are here to help us too. You are here to help your brothers. And most of them are under the water. They don't have the money to do petty businesses. So the microfinance is in to bridge the gap between the traditional or the formal commercial banking and the lower income sector. In fact, we have 4 types of microfinancing in Ghana. We have the first tier, second tier, third tier, and fourth tier. The first tier is almost a bank, which is called the savings and loans. From there, then you can climb to the traditional bank. And the third tier, they are called microfinance. They take deposits and give out loans. That's the first and second. And then the third tier is also microfinance, but they don't accept deposits. And then the last one, which is the fourth tier, is micro lending. They don't take deposits. And this micro lending normally do more lending to groups of people. Maybe if you identify market women, group them into 10 or 5, then you advance loans not more than maybe 2,000 or 1,000 Ghana cedis to them to boost their trading. Ghana, here, Bank of Ghana is playing the supervisory role through the Association of Microfinance. We have also what we call a company called Logicel. Logicel is a platform which has a cloud-based micro banking software that all the microfinance companies on it are on it. And anybody who invests into any of these microfinance can stay wherever he is, either in China, in US, wherever, and monitor his or her investment into the company. Microfinance companies take monies from investors, and sometimes the rates are a bit higher, around 30% per annum. That's what they give to the investors. And they also sell the money to these petty traders at a certain fee. But as I'm standing here today, I am looking for people who will come together, be a partnership, and establish this small microfinance, build it up gradually, and sometimes you realize that as the customer base starts to grow, then you jump from one stage to the other, and I have about 3 or 4 banks in Ghana here. They started from this microfinance. And they are now a full-fledged commercial banks. So it is an investment which is very lucrative. What we do is that with the group loans, when we give the loans to the people, they start paying within the next 2 weeks. They start paying, and they pay weekly for 16 weeks. When they finish paying, they come and look again. You see that the moment you invest into this area, your returns comes as fast as you want it. And I want to urge you all, microfinance will help your brothers and sisters who cannot make ends meet. Those who you see around the roadside selling petty things. These are the people that will help with this microfinance so that they can also get ends meet. I'm done. Present time, maybe I will answer something.
Very good. Thank you very much. It's real good. You're getting a lot of information. Hope you're taking notes or you're taking pictures or you're just recording it in your mind.